So, how to sign on 9K clients directly from content. Now, when I say 9K clients, that means premium clients, high ticket clients that see the value in your work, that see the value in you, and that see the value in investing in you. Now, usually I share some of my own results and my own screenshots, but today I want to do the honor to one of my clients. His name is Chris. Chris has been putting in the work. Chris has been showing up on the calls. Chris has been like he's a great leader in my opinion. And Chris today just closed a 3K client from a random LinkedIn post that he put out. And by the way, Chris charges 3K for 30 days. So that's not for a 3 months transformation. This is just for 30 days. And usually Chris's clients stick with him for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, sometimes a year. So you do the math on that. 3K times, let's say 3 months, that's 9K, 6 months, that's 18K, whatever. But that's not the goal. The goal is to show you that this works. And here's the thing, what I'm gonna also show you right now is like kind of a secret that is kept for some reason. That I didn't keep it. I learned it just like you, and I learned it through a lot of hard research and a lot of hard work and a lot of repetition and repetition and repetition. And I don't want you to learn it through repetition. So I'm gonna tell you what the secret is. And no, it is not following a certain framework. No, it is not customizing a template or following a template. No, it is not posting consistently. No, it is not resonating with your audience. And no, it is not getting into your prospects' minds. And here's why I'm saying that. This is something that I also teach. So I teach all of those things. And I resonate with those things. And I align with those things. With full transparency, I resonate and I align with those. But those are not what leads to clients consistently and predictably. Those are not what leads to cash consistently and predictably. Those get you the I love this comments. This is great comment. I resonate with this comments. But this doesn't always mean that you get clients. This doesn't always mean that you always get people in the door putting out their credit cards wanting to pay with you. And I learned that the hard way because I've done that for a couple of years, fundamentally posting, resonating, connecting. And to a certain extent, the people that know me from 2 years ago, they know that like when I posted, I got people in the comments. This is brilliant. This is amazing. This is a masterclass. This is so valuable. So like the whole value posting thing, I've already done it. I've done all of that. And yet none of that really turned into high ticket paying clients consistently and predictably. It did get me some results. It did get me 2K clients. It did get me 5K months, nothing above 5K months, full transparency. It did get me that, okay? But it didn't get me this strong, predictable flow of clients whenever I opened my social and I checked my DMs. But here's what did. Here's what fixed it. Here's how I fixed it. See, I promised you with an industry secret fundamentally, and this is the industry secret that I want to share with you right now. So stick me with me for a second. So when we post content regularly, consistently, resonating with our audience, going into their prospects' mind, it's all nice and warm and valuable. And it sounds nice to the ear. It's like, I'm posting value, I'm creating value for the market. But in reality, posting content like that, you're just creating value for the market randomly. You're just like posting here and there and here and there, and you're posting and you're posting and you're hoping someone to raise his hand. A business is not built by hope. A business cannot be built by hope. This is why I was stuck at 2, 3, 4, $5,000 months without like predictable growth, because a business cannot be built by hope. It's very hard. You need a process to build your business off of. And then I discovered something pretty interesting, which is a lot of people teach that. Now, not everyone, full transparency, like I paid a lot of money to learn all of that above. and I took a lot of time to even learn how to resonate with my audience and how to go into their minds. And I've built custom tools to do that. But like people know that. People do that. But what people miss is this. This is the gentleman over here is basically a lead. He's a prospect. He's someone online, basically. And he's scrolling and he's searching online. Okay? And this is your offer. Your offer is the place where you want this person to go. It's the destination where you want this person to go. And this is the road. And your road is consisted of specifically sought out and strategically built out pieces of content around the topics that this person cares about. So the outcomes that this person cares about and the problems that this person cares about. Okay? And every piece of content that this person consumes, he gets one step closer to your offer, one step closer to your offer, one step closer to liking you, believing you, wanting to be part of your world, one step closer. If you're creating content randomly, not knowing where each piece of content that you create sits, you're just posting randomly, regularly. You're not creating a clear road for the prospect to travel when it comes to your content. Now, when you don't create a clear road for the prospect to travel when it comes to your content, you're gonna get stuck at a certain level and you're gonna get the amazings. This makes so much sense. Now, how to create this type of content? How to create this content that lays out a road for your prospect that leads to your offer? See, you start with the core offer. Now, with the core offer in Predictable Client, we have something called the front end offer. So by the way, this is the plan for Predictable Client. Like every single one of our clients goes through that. And part of the sales process here in the client generation ecosystem, you have something called the front end offer. And the front end offer is not an offer built off of the hype, of the irresistibility, off of the whatever it is. It's an offer that makes sense logically and emotionally. That's pretty much it. It's an offer that makes sense to people logically and emotionally. So when I ask you, why should I buy your offer? It makes sense to you logically and emotionally. So here, in Chris's example, what happened with his offer is that most of his clients came to him and they tried a lot of strategies to break through their business, to break through their income, but they always self-sabotaged. Where in his offer, he's like, in 30 days, I remove all of your self-sabotage without any strategy, just deep change work. That's it. That's it. It makes sense. Because when you have tried all of the strategies and when you have tried everything in the world, you just don't want any more strategies. You want something that works. You want deep change process, identity work, self-sabotage work. So this is how he positioned himself. So he had a proper core offer that makes sense logically and emotionally. Now the content that builds up comes out of the offer, not so we start with the offer and then we work our way back to the content, not the other way around. Most people start creating content and then trying to sell the offer. In reality, you work your way from the core offer through the content. So logical argument. So LA is logical argument. Logical argument number one. Why should someone buy your offer? Write that down. Logical argument number two. Why should someone buy your offer? Write that down. Logical argument number three. Why should someone buy your offer? Write that down. Logical argument number four. Why should someone buy your offer? You write that down, usually. And from those arguments, you start to create content. From those arguments, you start to create content. So for example, what you're seeing right here in front of you, this video that you're watching right here, it is a video full of value. It is a video full of like a systematic process, but it is also a video where I am showing you parts of my core offer, which is creating content that converts. And I'm showing you how my process is different from everyone else because I take the psychology part of it, which is here. I take the frameworks part of it, which is here, but I also take the systems into play. And I show you how everything fits into a map and everything fits into a system. Cool? Now you're going to watch this and you're going to get value out of it fundamentally, but you're also going to see how my process is different. So this is how to engineer content out of your core offer. So out of your core offer that makes sense. That makes sense. That drives people back to your core offer. So that's number one. You create strategically sought out pieces of content, and every time someone watches those pieces of content, he's like, this makes sense. This offer makes sense. What he says makes sense. This makes sense. This makes sense. So what do you think will happen over 20 pieces of content that someone gets exposed to where this makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense? He's gonna be like, okay, this offer generally makes sense. So this is the first piece of how to do that. The second piece of how to do that is the following. Again, we take a circle. Hopefully it takes care of itself. It took care of itself. Great. This is your core offer. Okay. Now within your core offer, just like you have things that logically make sense within your core offer, the core offer has core outcomes and core problems that you solve for your people. So core outcomes and core problems. Okay. Now those core outcomes and core problems that you solve for your people create topics, content topics. So core outcomes, let's say for example, in Chris's case, one of the core problems that he solves is negative self-talk and negative visualization. So like a lot of people see themselves in a negative way, and they have to fight with themselves. So this is topic number one. Another topic in Chris's case is self-sabotaging behaviors when you hit a certain income. So topic number two. Topic number three is procrastination. And topic number four is identity. So a lot of people have the core outcome that they want greater identities, bigger identities. They want to create something big. They want to achieve something big. So you have topic number one, topic number two, topic number three, topic number four. Now, as you start creating content around those topics, one of those topics will be highlighted for you. One of those topics people will resonate the most with it. So in my case, for example, I help people predictably sign on 2+ high ticket clients, so premium paying clients every single month with ease, using systems, using psychology, using operations. Okay. So in my offer, in my core offer, I can talk about systems. I could talk about operations. I could talk about human psychology. I understand human psychology better than the majority of people. I could talk about, what did we say? So systems, operations, human psychology. I could talk about content that converts. I could talk about copywriting. I could talk about delivery, client delivery. I could talk about all of those topics. And I started talking about them. But every time I talked about them, every single time I talked about one topic, which is clients, every single time I talk about clients, whether it was how to generate more clients, how to sign on more clients, how to stop client generation problem, every time I started talking just about the topic of clients, people would click on my emails more, people would click on the links more, the algorithm would push it to more people. Okay. So when you do that, you're going to realize that you have an outlier, a piece of your offer, a piece of the things that you talk about, which people really resonate with. So what do? You take that piece specifically and you create content out of it. So for example, clients, I could create content out of the plan to generate clients. I could create content around proof ways to generate clients. I could create content around steps. I could create content around problems. And all of those content relate back to what? The topic of clients. So now more people see me, more people resonate with my message. And the key thing that I'm talking about is a key thing of my offer. So the key topic that I'm talking about is a key topic within my offer, which is generating two clients, and it's the core promise of my offer, which is generating two high ticket clients every single month. So now, when people see my content, this is the key that I want to tell you. When people see my content and when people see my offer, they can directly relate my content back to my offer. So when I talk about client generation, so for example, here I'm showing you how to generate clients through content, 9K clients through content. And other pieces of content, I'm going to do mindset stuff too. But everything that I do relates back to what? The core offer. So now, rather than you getting people over here telling you, like, oh, this is great, this is amazing, I like this. No, you are leading people down a path. You are leading your prospects down a path. So when someone sees, let's go back here. Where are we? Yeah, great. So this is the plan of predictable client. Let's go up. Let's go up. Sorry, I'm just aligning my iPad with this. So when someone sees you organically, he sees your content organically, he's like, okay, I like this. I like this. This resonates with me. See where the resonance comes into play. This resonates with me. He speaks my language. When someone feels that this resonates with me, he speaks my language. Now he comes into your world. Now he's part of your world. He signs on to your newsletter. He takes your lead magnet. He does something, anything. And now, because your content is specifically targeted and comes out of your core offer, so your content comes out of your core offer. Now, every person who comes into your pipeline is qualified for your core offer, because your content talks about the things that you provide in your core offer fundamentally. So now the majority of your content will be bringing you qualified prospects who have the problems that you solve in your core offer. And here within your ecosystem, you're always talking about the core things that you solve in your core offer, and you're always linking your core offer back. You're always linking your core offer back. Repetition is the skill of masters and the teacher of dummies. Sometimes, by the way, I'm not saying that your clients are dummies, but fundamentally, this is the quote how it is. Sometimes people need to be exposed to your offer multiple times before they are ready to pull the plug and work with you. And it's fine. You cannot control how the prospect acts. What you can do is you can only control what you can control fundamentally, which is being out there, positioning yourself out there. So when you are creating sales assets out of your offer, so not just random general advice, stay consistent motivational content. No, no, no. You're creating content out of your offer. You're creating content that is driven from the core offer. You're creating content that sells the core offer every single time. People will go back to it, and they will go back to it, and they will go back to it. And again, repetition is the skill of masters. With enough times, people will convert, people will buy, people will be ready. And the people that come into your world, they're going to come into your world because they are already qualified and they are already seeking the thing that you are selling. And this way, you are also creating a road for your people. So every piece of content that you post out there, it's either selling the offer in itself, okay, or selling an outcome from the offer. So either the offer itself, either an outcome of the offer. This way, you're creating a road for your people where everything in your business leads to what? Everything in your business leads to the offer. Everything in your business falls back here. It's like you have a place where everything falls back into. So imagine with me like a hole in the ground, and everything falls back into what? Offer. So nothing is random, nothing is outside of the box, nothing is whatever it is. Everything falls back into the offer. And this is why engineering a good offer is very important, which is an offer that makes sense for people fundamentally. That's all that a good offer is. Guarantees, logical, great. Those are our extras, but first make it make sense. But the second thing is identifying core pieces of content for you to create that lead to that offer. So rather than you being this person who's always talking randomly about topics, you're always talking about targeted topics that take people step here, and then a 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 step here. And then when they're ready, they'll take your offer. Now, another thing, to just add something, some people, they're going to see one of those pieces and they're going to be ready to buy. One of those. Some people are going to see this offer. Some people are going to see this piece of content right now and they're going to buy. Some people. So, boom, directly. Yeah, 1 second. So directly they're gonna buy, which is fine. Some people are gonna take more time, but at least you've created a roadmap. At least people know how to go from where they are to where they want to be, and what is the path to get there. Hopefully that helps you. Hopefully that gives you some clarity a little bit on why posting resonating content, on why posting content that goes into your prospects' minds, reading your prospects' minds, staying consistent in posting, focusing on using the same words that your prospects use. All of that is very powerful, very powerful. But at the same time, this is not what converts into cash. What converts into cash is a good plan, a good plan. And a good plan follows all from the core offer, even your lead magnets. So your lead magnet should lead people to, it's a lead magnet. It should lead people to the core offer. So if your core offer is about removing self-sabotage and you create a lead magnet about money mindset, this doesn't lead directly. It should lead people directly to the core offer, basically. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just drop them down below.